April showers bring May flowers, and May brings the end of school and the question of what to do with the kids. You know, there are a lot of arts-associated things that you can do with your kids during this summer. You can do it with them, they can do it alone. There are a lot of camps, and during this Access to the Arts show, we'll talk to you about some of those things that are going on. Welcome to Access to the Arts. Welcome to Access to the Arts. We are outside, finally. After having to do this inside for so long, we've gotten a chance to actually get out and enjoy the weather. We are in Glenn Miller Park. I haven't been on this stage in quite a while. I'm joined by Michelle Spalding with Richmond Parks and Recreation Department. Michelle, thanks for spending some time.
Thank you for having me.
What's your title?
My title is Community Recreation Coordinator for the Richmond Parks Department.
That sounds like it keeps you busy.
It absolutely does.
Tell us a little bit about you. I assume you're from Wayne County?
I was born and raised in Wayne County. I went to Indiana University, graduated with a recreational sports management degree, and came back.
You came back?
I came back.
It must have been hard to leave Bloomington, though.
It's so beautiful there, but there's so much here to do.
Okay. And what made you decide to join the Parks Department? Do you have a history with them as an intern or anything like that?
Nope, I didn't have any history with them at all. I was working with children with mental health related issues, and I was using recreational activities to kind of help them learn life skills training, and I saw the job posting and I was just like, I went to school for it. This is what I want to do, and I wanted to make sure that Richmond had a lot of activities for the kids to do.
When you talk about parks and the arts and kids, there is a lot going on in various and sundry ways, whether you're partnering with some of the arts organizations at the farmers market or something like that. Mm-hmm. But you run some very specific programs. Let's start with the one that everybody knows about that is not particularly arts, but you do some arts and crafts, and that's JUCO.
Yes, JUCO, so Justice Kids Outdoors. So that is going to be for 6 weeks this summer, starting June 3rd. That is for kids going into the 1st grade through 6th grade. And they do arts and crafts on the sites, so I mean, they do bring in a little of the arts and stuff, so.
The JUCO has expanded through the, everybody knows about JUCO.
Everybody knows about JUCO.
But there's JUCO, and then there's JUCO, and then there's, it's like 3 layers of this.
So I actually started a new camp. So we've always had JUCO for 1st through 6th grade, and then little JUCO for 3 to 5-year-olds that are potty trained. And I've actually
I like the way you just kind of throw that one in there.
They need to be potty trained. And then we have JUCO Rocks, which I am starting this year for kids with special needs out at our Playground with a Purpose at Clear Creek Park.
What made you go there?
I felt that the community had a need for it, and these kids struggled to sometimes attend regular JUCO, and they needed something, so I just started it.
What kind of activities are you expecting to be able to do with the kids?
So last year we had a pilot year, and they did everything that regular JUCO would do. It's more in a structured, safe environment because Playground with a Purpose has a fence. It's a smaller playground area, and that's kind of far back away from the road. So we have a structured, safe environment for those kids. Mm-hmm. But they did everything JUCO did. They had a Service Learning Monday, they had a Water Day, a Wellness Wednesday, a mini carnival, a tie-dye day. So I mean, they did everything packed into 1 week that JUCO does in 6 weeks.
Okay, sounds like fun.
It was a great year.
Obviously, with the limited space that you have there, you have a cap on the number of people that you can take in.
Yes, unfortunately, we're capping it at 30 this year. Okay. I mean, the ratio is different from regular JUCO, so we have to have a little bit more volunteers and counselors that work there. Mm-hmm. The volunteers that actually work out there are Richmond Community School teachers. So they volunteer their time in the summer to come out and help with the camps and make sure that the counselors know exactly how to meet the needs of these children.
Nice. If someone wants to sign up for any of those programs, what's the timing involved and how do they reach out?
So we're getting ready to start the registrations online. So this helps us better collect the data and get everybody processed a little bit faster before camp so we can order t-shirts and water bottles for the kids. We'll have them online at richmondindiana.gov and also on the Parks Department Facebook page and the website.
Okay. Now, there are a couple of programs that you're involved in that you run that are specifically arts associated. Why don't we start with Talented Tykes? Tell us about that.
So Talented Tykes is for 3 to 5-year-olds who are potty trained. once again, and that's also for 6 weeks. But they only meet for Tuesdays they meet Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And it's going to be at Mary Scott Park. And Art in the Park is for kids going into the 1st grade through 6th grade. Still 6 weeks, but you only meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'm changing things up this year.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. I'm adding camps and changing things up. So what we're hoping to do is Tuesday they're going to learn about a different form of art, from dancing, canvas painting, pottery, storytelling. So we're partnering with local art community members and organizations, and we're going to bring that so the kids are not just focused on one type of art. They're going to get different variety, and then so we'll have a community member come in on Tuesday. And then Thursday, we are going to do it ourselves. So our counselors and the instructors will be one-on-one with the kids, and they'll make something themselves on Thursday that coincides with what they did on Tuesday.
Michelle Spalding with the Richmond Parks and Recreation Department.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tracy Mash, Education Director from your Wayne County Historical Museum. I'm here to get you all excited about coming to camp this summer. Our summer camp is called Around the World and Back. Students will dig in with their trowels and explore Wayne County history. We have lots of fun activities planned each day. The camp runs from June 17th through the 20th from 9 to 3. We are doing a STEAM-enriched camp, and STEAM, for some of you who do not know, it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We try to do a well-rounded camp to help enrich all students of Wayne County. We also have a culminating activity on June 22nd. That's our Mummy Day at the camp. Everyone loves the Mummy Day. We have live animals there. And when I say live animals, I mean a camel. Yes, we have a camel. We have a peacock coming and birds of prey. And we're talking about all of our mummies' history and research and celebrating the heritage of the Egyptian culture. Look for us online and social media or call us directly and we can get your camper registered. Don't let your archaeologists miss this camp. Come take an adventure in time with us.
Welcome back to Access to the Arts. Our first familiar faces with us for this show. Lance Crow with the Richmond Art Museum. Lance, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You all are busy.
Yes, indeed.
We're focusing on summer camps. You all do camps, you all do training, you all do classes and things all year round, but during the summer, you've got a couple of things happening starting in June. What's your first one?
Well, we've got 3 weeks of camp in the summer we call them the Young Artists Camps, and the first week is I think it's the first week of summer vacation for kids.
You're going to grab them right out of school. They're not going to be happy with
That's
you.
Right.
I want 1 week to sleep in.
Well, I think the parents will be happy, and once the kids get into camp, they're happy. So,
cool.
So right now we have two instructors. So one is Santina Reed, the other is April Crow, and they're putting together the curriculum for all 3 weeks of camp right now. Each camp is different, and that's important. So basically what we do is we do a variety of different types of artwork: painting, drawing, sculpture, mixed media work, printmaking, all kinds of different things, so that the kids who attend camp can get a really well-rounded idea of just how many different art forms there are. And
are the structure of all 3 camps different?
The structure is actually pretty similar, but the content is different for each. So there'll be different artists that inspire the work of each camp. So they'll study a few different artists each week. So if you want to send your child to more than one camp, it's not a direct repeat. Yes.
Great.
But as far as that goes, you can do a full day camp, which is 9 to 3, or half day sessions. You can come in the morning or the afternoon. So the AM session is 9 to noon, and that actually includes lunch. So does full day, but that's included in the cost of the camp. And then the PM session is from 12 to 3.
Okay. So what's the first one about? What type of things will they be doing? What kind of hands-on things are they going to be involved in?
Well, so there'll be a lot of painting involved in the first week of camp, and I don't want to give any spoilers. And my teachers have told me that they're going to give me the names of the artists soon, but they want to kind of keep it under wraps for now. But so there'll be a lot of painting, and there'll be a lot of mixed media work and like printmaking.
Okay.
And then
is there an age for the camps?
So yes, that's a good question. This is a wide range. So we start with age 5, and then we go up to 8th grade in this camp. And it kind of works out well because some of the older kids kind of get a chance to mentor with the younger kids and help them. Okay. 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, most of them can handle a half day, and some can handle a full day of camp. But we find that most of the students who come can last for a full day. Some of the younger ones need to do a half, so that's kind of why we've made that option. And there are a lot of things going on in the city and in the region in the summer, so we wanted to give an opportunity. If someone wanted to participate in another camp somewhere else, they still can have the opportunity to come to camp at RAM.
I know you said you've got 3 weeks, 1 in June, 2 in July. Do you have those weeks available for us?
Yes, so first week, June 3rd through the 7th, July 15th through the 19th is week 2, and July 29th through August 2nd. It's kind of that last full week of summer break in case people are still looking for something to fill the time before returning to school. So,
I know you do a lot of educational programming all throughout the year. Besides the camps, is there anything else during the summer that you have that whether kids or adults can get involved in?
One of the things that's always exciting is some of the ceramics summer programming. Got something coming up in May with Ben Clark's one-day workshop. It's called Out of Round. So they'll be throwing on the wheel, but then they'll be altering those shapes and throwing things like flower pots and odd-shaped teapots and actual like clay donuts, which sounds strange, but you can use that form to make interesting-looking sculpture. And then we also have raku sessions, which is a traditional form of pottery. So I'm really excited that we're going to be offering that again. It's a really fun form. It's different from just regular wheel functional pottery. It's more sculptural. You can't really. It's not food safe, so you have to use it for different things. So.
Okay. If somebody wants information about the camps or anything else that you all have going on this summer, how do they get information?
You can call me. You can go to the website. All of our registration's done online, so it's pretty quick and easy to do it through the website if you want to sign up for a camp or a class, or shoot me an email, lance@richmondartmuseum.org. Real simple.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Lance Crow with the Richmond Art Museum. Thank you very much for spending time with us today.
Thank you, sir.
And welcome back to Access to the Arts. We continue our look at the arts and things for kids and families to do around the summertime. And we've got Caleb Smith from Richmond Parks and Recreation Department here with us. Everybody talks to you about the farmers market because it is just such a big thing, and it has continued to grow.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful experience for everyone in the community, families, kids, seniors, young people, all to come out and enjoy all summer long.
There is a big arts component to not only the parks, but even to the farmers market.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So at the farmers market, we have a ton of different arts-related opportunities. We have, number one, lots and lots of local artisans, crafters, all that come as vendors to sell at the market. So that includes, jewelers, weavers, knitters. We've had potters, all sorts of, the whole gamut of art, painters, photographers. You can really find, if you can name a discipline in art, we have as a vendor at the market.
And you all partner with some of the regular arts organizations. Like you'll find Richmond Symphony out there during the summertime, particularly. You'll find Richmond Art Museum out there during the summertime even. And you've got live music. Yeah,
and we have lots of live music. We have bands during our Tuesday component every Tuesday from July through September. From 4 to 7, we'll have bands playing live down there on the stage. And then also a lot of times on Saturdays, we'll have different local musicians volunteer to come up and help perform. And, we'll either have them set up as kind of a busking kind of situation, like you see in the big city, people on kind of the corners. But then we'll also have people that set up on the stage with a little bit more fanfare. And so that's a great way to kind of interact with the arts as well. Musically, we get all sorts, jazz, folk, indie, rock and roll. We really try to hit as many different areas of that as we can as well.
Cool. And obviously, Shakespeare in the Park is always a lot of fun.
Yeah, we love having the Shakespeare in the Park. They come down to Elstro Plaza, and they also come down to the Star Jeanette facility.
Beyond that, you all also continue to bring in various things, not just we focused on youth a lot, but when you talk about youth, you're talking about families, you talk about who they're with. So you all have a lot of family things to do as far as the arts go this summer.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have our Food Truck Wednesday series that goes May through September, but in the months of June and July, we have live music at each of those. And so those are every Wednesday from 11 to 2, and we bring live bands down at Elstro Plaza, so families can come down, get lunch, play in the splash pad, run around in the green space, and listen to live music. And I think that's a great opportunity for kids to interface with the arts and kind of see themselves in arts communities and positions, So if they wanted to, if they were thinking about being a musician and getting to experience what a live musician can do and interact and see that for themselves can be really important.
Movies in the Glen, still a popular event.
Oh, absolutely. Movies in the Glen, and we also have our neighborhood movie series. So if, people can't always get out to the Glen, we try to bring at least one movie kind of close to them in one of the parks around the city.
Nice. Anything that we've missed that you want to mention?
In September, every Saturday evening, we're going to be having Evenings at Elstro concert series. We're going to be partnering with different nonprofit organizations in the community to kind of bring musical or otherwise art-related events to Elstro Plaza with kind of a focus on that organization. A great example is the first one of those. We'll be partnering with Amigos, the Latino Center, to bring the International Food Festival and music back. And so we'll be doing that. We'll be partnering with the local NAACP chapter, other groups like that, to kind of bring in musical and cultural events to the plaza that are diverse and are a really great experience for the whole community.
That continues to be a space that the community uses and looks forward to using.
Absolutely. I think we've made a great investment in Elstro Plaza, and I love being able to utilize it to its fullest.
Caleb Smith, Richmond Parks and Recreation Department. Thanks for spending some time today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My name is Lisa Butch. I'm the Education and Outreach Coordinator here at the Joseph Moore Museum, and we have several fun events coming up this summer for kids, especially younger kids, around the kindergarten through second grade age. One of the events we have coming up is free and open to anyone. It is our I Can Nature Play Day. That's happening on June 13th from 10 to 11:30, and we're going to be doing nature crafts and nature art, and that's open to anyone. Also, the week of June 17th through 21st, we're having our dinosaur camp. That's for kids entering kindergarten through second grade. Should be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of different dinosaur-themed activities throughout the week, including a fossil dig. And then the next week after that, the weekend of June 24th through the 28th, we're going to be having a space camp, also for kids entering kindergarten through second grade. And we're going to have a planetarium show. We're going to have different solar system modeling and different fun activities for budding astronauts. You can find more information about these events on our Facebook page, Joseph Moore Museum. You can also find more information on our website, which is earlham.edu/Joseph Moore Museum. There's a link there to register for the different events. For the Nature Play Day, you can just show up the day of the event as well.
Welcome back to Access to the Arts. We are still in Glenn Miller Park, and even though it's a little bit overcast, enjoying a fairly nice early spring day.
It is.
I'm joined by Paris Pegg with Morrison Reeves Library, and how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Things at the library doing well?
Absolutely.
Having fun?
Always busy. There's always something to see and do and explore. It's just, we're doing well, yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you have going on, particularly in what happens with the young people.
We do have a variety of programs for young people. Right now, we're gearing up for our summer program. It's been a historically popular program for most all public libraries, and Morrison Reeves is not an exception to that. So we're busy planning for a variety of age groups and a variety of experiences, including family-friendly events. Our summer program this year has the theme of a universe of stories, and that typically sounds like it lends itself well to the universe of reading material and different kinds of stories. And we also play into that with a universe of opportunities to do some exploration and discovery. And we've decided that for this summer, Wednesday will be our special program day.
Okay.
And on that day, there will be activities throughout the day for different age groups. So starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll have our preschool story time,
Nice.
which will focus on space stories and activities for the little ones. And then later in the afternoon, there will be a variety of activities for older children, which will involve a lot of crafts and reading and some STEM activities, which is kind of a big thing now, is to include some of those STEM related things. Some examples of things that they'll be focusing on at those events will be learning about the constellations. They'll be making rockets out of little film canisters.
Ooh.
So that'll be kind of a fun thing. And they'll be making moon sand.
Okay, how do you make moon sand?
Well, we'll have to go to the event and find out.
Okay.
So if you want to know how to make moon sand, come to the library for that event. It will be interesting. Then also on that special program Wednesday at 3 o'clock will be our teen activities. We'll focus on that age group later in the afternoon, and they will also be doing a variety of art and nature activities, and also STEM activities presented by the Purdue Extension Program. So we're very pleased to have a partnership with them this summer. They will actually be coming to the library to present some of those different activities. And some of the things that the teens will be doing are things like creating their own tie-dyed galaxy shirts, and they'll be making planet wind chimes.
Planet wind chimes.
So that should be an interesting learning experience.
It's going to get noisy in the neighborhood.
It will probably do that for sure. They will also be exploring the mechanics and the inner workings of old computers, kind of having the opportunity to tear them apart and see what's in there and kind of figure out how those things work all together. We also have an opportunity for teens that will actually start before our summer reading programs and sometime soon. It's a garden club for teens where they will come and be able to plant seeds and then cultivate those plants and take care of them through the summer, and then hopefully in the end they'll be able to harvest some tomatoes and beans and a variety of herbs and things like that, just to learn that whole gardening process and take care of those.
Going beyond just the reading to getting into more hands-on and engagement type of programming.
Absolutely. While we all know that reading is important, and we want to encourage that through the summer so that we don't have that gap from school year, they don't lapse in their reading level. But tying that into then why is reading important, and making all of those activities have reading related functions in them, reading the directions of how to make this tie-dyed shirt, or reading the seed packet of how to plant these seeds. It's all tied in with the other fun and exciting things that you can do.
Do people need to register for these particular programs ahead of time?
There is, some of them is registration is required. All of that information will come out on our website as it gets closer to the actual date of these different variety of programs. They'll all be on our library calendar. Okay. We will also have some print calendars and things that people can pick up when they come to visit the library. And if we have time, I'd like to mention one more thing.
Go for it.
It's called Wonderation, and it's a program that we started last year. It's a family-friendly event, and it's a drop-in thing. So it's set up on Friday, and we leave it set up through the weekend. So anytime, there's not a specific time for people to come in and participate, but it's all set up. It includes large motor and fine motor skill activities. It also includes games and crafts. There may be a scavenger hunt, and then some sensory exploration type activities. And this is for the whole family. So they can drop in anytime and just explore that at their leisure and at their convenience.
All right.
So,
check out Morrison Reeves' website, mrlinfo.org.
absolutely.
You can get more information about what's going on during the summertime. Paris Pegg, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I want to thank all of my guests for being part of today's show and for being willing to find things for the youth to do to support the arts in Wayne County. Also want to thank the Richmond Parks and Recreation Department for allowing us to use their facility. As we head out, as always, here's some other ideas that you can do as you access the arts in Wayne County. Be safe.